Hello, and welcome to Rewards Canada's top cashback credit cards for 2026. Cash is king, and if you're looking for the most flexible of reward currencies to be earned on your everyday spending, you can do that with one or more of Canada's best cashback rewards credit cards, and you've come to the right place to find them. These are Rewards Canada's top cashback rewards credit cards for 2026. This marks our 10th annual take on the best cards with the best cashback rewards. If you don't want to be tied into loyalty programs or are not big into travel, the good news is you don't have to go unrewarded. You simply need to go to the cashback rewards route, or if you are into points and miles and travel, but want to supplement your travel credit cards with a cashback option, these will work for you too. Either way, when you are looking for cashback rewards, the answer lies in getting the best cashback card option for you, and with nearly 25 years experience and research in the market, Rewards Canada is the most renowned and trusted resource for helping all Canadian individuals find the right card for them. And the first step in that search for the right card for you begins right here with these rankings. So why are Rewards Canada's rankings the most trusted? Well, like we said, nearly 25 years of coverage and research of Canadian credit cards and loyalty programs. Well, like we said, nearly 25 years of coverage and research of Canadian credit cards and loyalty programs. We provide a full analysis of the cashback value, and this includes taking into account monthly and annual spending caps and a lot of different rules that may be applied to various cashback rewards options. 5% cashback may seem great on a credit card, but if it's limited to $500 in spending per month, that's not so great. And then we also take into account travel rewards cards that have rewarding cashback options. And some of these cards actually have better cashback rewards than the true cashback credit cards. So you will find them in our rankings as well. We also look at card benefits, insurance coverage, costs, and everything else in between. For 2026, the winners in the two cashback rewards categories remain the same as in 2025. However, we do have some shifting of cards between positions 2 and 5 in the fee-based cashback category, and that is because the Scotiabank Momentum Visa Infinite card has made it back into the top 5 for the fee-based cashback cards after spending the last year in 6th place. The card has had several improvements which propel it ahead of the CIBC Dividend Visa Infinite card. And the most welcome change on that Scotia card is that it now has on-demand cashback instead of only getting your cashback once per year. And on top of that, they added an accelerated 2% cashback earn rate on food delivery services. And before we get into the actual rankings, I know a few of you will be asking, what about the Wealthsimple Visa Infinite card and why is it not considered in our rankings? Well, we would have loved to have considered it, but as it's not available to any and all Canadians who are eligible to get credit cards, we've had to exclude it from our travel and our cashback rankings. For a lot of people, they're still on a wait list, or if you don't bank with Wealthsimple, you may not get an option. There's just a lot of things that go on with that card to be able to get it. It's just not as openly available as most cards in Canada. And we would have also loved to have given consideration to the new Zolve credit card. We've talked about it before on Rewards Canada, but it's not available to residents of Quebec, so we have excluded it as well. It should be noted that if it was available in Quebec, it probably would have broken into the top 5 no-fee cashback cards based on its earn rates. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into the rankings. We'll first look at the top cashback cards in Canada for 2026 that have annual fees. And the winner here again for the 5th year in a row is the SimplyCash Preferred Card from American Express. It takes top spot thanks to up to $250 in welcome bonus cashback that can be earned in the first 13 months. And then it has its actual cashback earn rates of 4% on gas and groceries, and then 2% back on all other spending. That's right. It's a 2% flat base earn rate card, and there's no caps on that. The only cap is in the groceries category, and in the first year alone, it blows the competition away with its cashback earning and its welcome bonus. And then it still eclipses all other cards year after year with its everyday earn rates. The only thing we wish that they would do with this card is move away from awarding the cashback once per year, as most cashback cards, including the aforementioned Scotia Momentum cards and even many travel rewards cards with cashback, give you much more flexibility and allow you to redeem almost at any time. Here with this card, you have to wait to that once per year cashback reward. In second spot is the MBNA Rewards World Mastercard. This is the 5th best overall travel rewards credit card in Canada and continues to be the 2nd best cashback card in Canada. With its cashback redemption rate of 120 points for $1, this card's earn rates of 1 to 5.5 points per dollar translates to a low of 0.833%, cash back for the 1 points per dollar, but a very high 4.58% cash back on spending at the 5.5 points rate. Technically, the card earns 5 points per dollar on its accelerated earn categories, but they give you a 10% bonus on some of that spending. They call it like a birthday bonus or an annual bonus. So that's where you can get that 5.5 points. And of course, 5.5 points works out to that really high cashback earn rate of 4.58% in its accelerated categories. And if you average out your spending across the categories that we consider and the percentages we give to each category, this card's cash back at that 4.58% combined with the 0.833% still makes it one of the best cashback cards in Canada. And then you have its welcome bonus in the first year of up to 30,000 points, which is worth $240 in cash back on its own. In third spot is Canada's best travel rewards credit card for so many years now, and that is the American Express Cobalt card. With this card's use points for purchases option, you can redeem 1,000 points for a $10 statement credit, which means that this card earns a healthy 1, 2, 3, and 5% cash back on spending. Even with its $15.99 monthly fee, this card's cash back earning beats most other cards on the list. These top three cards are all very close in terms of overall cashback earning, and for some, it can come down to your spending habits, really, where the Cobalt card may actually work out better because of the 5% cashback on dining, eating out, and groceries. That is better than the 4.58% on the MBNA card and the 4% on the SimplyCash Preferred, but you'll have to do the calculations for yourself. And not to mention, the Cobalt card's an excellent travel card. It gives you all the options. That's why it is the best overall card in Canada, because it does cash back well and it does travel well. It does it all well. Next up is the Neo World Elite Mastercard. Released in November of 2024, it keeps fourth spot in our cashback rankings for the second year in a row. We've talked about this card when it first came out, and while it does beat out all the big bank cashback cards, it can't crack the top three offerings from the rest of the market. This card offers an excellent 5% cashback on groceries, 4% cashback on recurring bills, 3% on gas. It also has additional cashback earning opportunities when using the card at Neo's partners. But we don't actually take those into consideration because we can't really put a valuation on that. And then all the other spending earns 1% cash back. Now you may be saying, hey, this is a 5% card, shouldn't it be higher up in the rankings? Well, it's got to be noted that the grocery and gas categories have monthly spending caps of $1,000. After that, it drops to 1% over the $1,000, and recurring bills are capped at $500. So this is one of those cards that looks a lot better than it is. I mean, it's a great card because it's fourth overall for cash back, but if it had higher caps or no caps at all, it would rank higher. But it is those caps that keep it from ranking, better than fourth. And rounding out this category in fifth place is the Scotiabank Momentum Visa Infinite card, which has made its way back into the top 5 and is now considered the best Visa cashback card in Canada. Recent improvements to the card and its strong earn rate of 4% on groceries and recurring bill payments, along with a typical first-year annual fee being waived on the card, have helped this card jump back into fifth spot. As of February 1st, 2026, the card was improved with on-demand cash back, where if your rewards balance reaches $25, you can cash out, and it added a new accelerated earn rate of 2% on food delivery. You have to note that the 4% and 2% categories are capped at a total of $25,000 spent annually in each of those categories, after which the earning goes to 1%. Those $25,000 per category, that should be fine for most Canadians, but it is good to know about. And that brings us to our second cashback category, which are the top no-fee cashback credit cards. In this category, the Rogers Red World Elite Mastercard takes top spot for the third year in a row. This card offers a flat 1.5% cash back on all purchases, no caps. You're going to earn 1.5% on everything. Purchases in US dollars get bumped up to 3% cash back, which makes it an excellent card for traveling to the US or for online shopping out of the US. And then, if you are a Rogers Shaw FIDO customer, that 1.5% cashback earn rate gets bumped up to 2% on all your spending outside of the US. And when you redeem the cashback towards Rogers services or purchases, they will give you an extra 50% value. That gives you a total of 3% cashback value on all your 2% purchases or 4.5% on US purchases. These are just huge earn rates for a no-fee cashback card. Everything from 1.5% all the way up to 4.5% value. That's pretty much unheard of for a no-fee card. The card also offers 5 free Roam Like Home days for Rogers customers, and with it being a World Elite Mastercard, it also comes with airport lounge membership with discounted entry fees. And I should also mention it has a very good insurance benefits package for a no-fee cashback card. With this card, you can cash out your rewards balance anytime it reaches $10. You can use that $10 as statement credits to anything you buy on the card, or as previously mentioned, you can use it towards Rogers services and purchases, and then you're going to get that extra cash back on top of that. After the Rogers Red World Elite Mastercard, here's how the rest of this category plays out. Coming in a close second is the SimplyCash card from American Express. This card actually earns slightly more cash back than the Rogers Red World Elite Mastercard based on our spending breakdown, but the Rogers card edges it out for top spot with better acceptance rates and more benefits. Still, the SimplyCash card is an excellent choice that offers 2% cash back on gas and grocery purchases. It should be noted that grocery purchases are capped at $12,000 in spend annually, and then all other purchases it earns 1.25%. So again, a strong 1.25% on all purchases. Really decent for a no-fee cashback card. And then its welcome bonus also provides up to $100 in extra cashback rewards. Just like its bigger sibling though, the SimplyCash Preferred card, this card's cashback access or liquidity is only once per year. So that's a little bit of a drawback on the card compared to the others, where with them you can pretty much get your cash back at almost any time. In third place is the very popular Tangerine Money Back credit card. This card is at its best when you combine it with a free Tangerine savings account so that you can earn 2% cash back in 3 categories of spending instead of only 2 categories if you do not have a savings account. And what is great about this card is that you get to select which categories you earn the 2% cash back in. So you get to really maximize your returns on the places where you spend the most money. All other spending on the card, however, only earns 0.5% cash back. So that's what keeps this card from really ranking higher up the ranks because of that lower base earn rate. You have the option to change your 3 categories of spending every 90 days, and your 2% earning is unlimited. So you can earn a lot if you're a big spender in those categories. The card typically offers a welcome bonus of 10% cash back on up to $1,000 of spending in the first 2 months of having it, but that offer sometimes changes as well. Staying in 4th spot for 2026 is the Simplii Financial Cashback Visa Card. It provides an excellent 4% cash back on eligible restaurant, bar, and coffee shop purchases with an annual cap of $5,000 in those categories combined. It also earns 1.5% cash back on eligible gas, grocery, drugstore, and pre-authorized purchases, up to $15,000 of spending annually in those categories, and then 0.5% on all other spending as well. So again, it's that 0.5% base earn rate that keeps this card from getting higher up in the rankings, and the cap of $5,000 on restaurants and bars. It's a little bit on the low side compared to other cards. So when we do all our calculations, it keeps the card from not earning as much cash back as the others, but it's still an excellent no-fee cashback card. But it has to be noted, this is also one of the last remaining holdouts, like the SimplyCash cards from American Express, where you only get your cash back once per year. And rounding out the top 5 is the Neo World Mastercard. It keeps the same spot from last year. This card offers an excellent 2% cash back on groceries, recurring bills, and gas. It also has additional cash back earning opportunities when using the card at Neo's partner networks of merchants. All other spending earns 0.5% cash back. So a little bit lower than the first 2 cards in this category, but equal to pretty much the rest of the cards in the category. It's kind of low, but honestly, in terms of no-fee cash back cards, that is the going rate, save for a few. So there you have it. Those are Canada's top cashback credit cards for 2026. With well over 40 cashback credit cards and many more travel cards with cashback options to choose from, our rankings should definitely help narrow down the selection for you to find the right card or cards to add to your portfolio. Honestly, by using any of the cards listed in our rankings, you will be ensuring that you're earning the most cash back possible on your everyday spending. However, if you still need help in choosing a card, be sure to check out our site at rewardscanada.ca for a wealth of information, or feel free to contact us via our contact page, and we'll be more than happy to help you out in picking the best card or cards for you. And that's all she wrote for the top cashback credit cards in Canada for 2026. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so yet, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we do post new videos, and share the video with friends, family, coworkers, anybody you think can benefit from the topics we covered in this or any of our other videos, and leave us a comment below, whether it's a question, a clarification, a correction, or if you just want to say hi. We do our best to respond to all comments in our videos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have yourselves a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.